Okay, that's gold, price in US dollar, that's the 4 hours chart. My thinking about gold, silver and platinum and the Australian dollar is that we most likely are nearing a point where they're going to go for some rest. I could be dramatically wrong, and the wave count is far more bullish than I think. If it follows with a structure that I have laid out here for you with a 1, 2, that's taken as 1, 2, and that's taken as 1, 2. For this to play out, what needs to happen Monday, Tuesday, we need to see gold basically flying above 1,225 and not looking back. Absolutely should not look back, should just continue to propel higher and higher. If that doesn't happen and it sinks back in the way that I'm showing you here without breaking the bottom at 1,180, it just goes sideways for the next few weeks, then I suspect that we are looking at the B, meaning we had an ABC here, we detected it very well, but the run up here did not result in an impulse wave, third wave or huge C, but in fact resulted in an ABC. And gold not exceeding this level, but actually coming to selling pressure, breaking down Monday, Tuesday, like I'm showing you here, will deliver a C inside developing A, B, C, D, E. Very likely, very likely. However, that is bullish. That is bullish because if we do get a B that the way I'm showing you here, it is projecting a move like that, and possibly even bigger move than what I'm showing you here. So we are talking about at least $100 from roughly where the B will end. It's a bit too soon to be very sure about it. I mean, about the fact that we are going to get our B, because as you can see, it is possibly halfway through. If you look here, you see we have covered maybe halfway of this developed B. So we need to be cautious about this interpretation, but the limits are fairly clear. This is going to be very important level, the previous high right here, and the manner in which gold is approaching this level, if it does, yes, it's going to be critical for the interpretation. This is now the 30 minutes, so it's fairly clear now. 1, 2 right here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could turn into another 1, 2. You see in blue. Now, for this to play out, as I just explained, gold is just going to fly through this level and not look back. Just go straight up. Straight up, that's going to generate a pretty steady, continuous push up that would last several weeks. Okay. Breaking down, not exceeding this level like I'm showing you here, breaking down, going back under this level is definitely important. So you might want to put an alert at just above 1,206 and an alert at the level here which comes at 1,225 or so. Okay, any of these limits being touched, breached, tested, etc., that's news. That's news. Meandering around here doing nothing, basically going sideways, it's not terribly informative as to the intention of gold very short term. Okay, this is our silver here on the daily scale with AO1, BO2, and the prospects of course are there. The potential is there for it over time to reach and exceed, but that is currently not there. Preferred reading, although there are some reports coming out that inflation is picking up in various areas around the world, and in some cases really very surprisingly you see some jump, a serious jump in inflation, and this is something that analysts have been waiting and watching for years and talking about with of course, with the action of the central bankers pumping so much money into the system. A lot of people were asking when that's going to surface, come to the market, surface as a huge inflation. It is very possible it's coming. Okay, so the move that started from here on the daily scale so far classifies as 108, 2OB, the correction that we had here. I'll go to the, let's go to the 2 hours chart to give us a bit of perspective. So we had this as an ABC, we detected it very well. Okay, that led to a run above the level here, basically a blast. But the moment of truth for this bull that emerged here is actually right at hand. Are we actually looking at an ABC? That's not going to be fun, because if this is an ABC, obviously silver is not going to go there. Not for now and not for a few weeks. Okay, it's not going to get there at all. It is going to fall, either generating another ABC, okay, or it's going to go into a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something that will build a whole new set of a pattern that will relate to the big ABC that we have seen here. The most bullish alternative that I can see here is that this is 1, 2, or A, B, but this being taken as 1, not as a C. What I'm saying basically is that the surge that you have seen here started a big move, maybe the C, of which it is only wave 1. You can visualize that. The C has not finished here, but the C has quite a long way to go on the upside, and we have seen wave 1, and what we are seeing here is a corrective phase to the first surge. For this to play out, what needs to happen is that we could see silver running up slightly. Here I'm going to show you that. That's the 30 minutes. You see A or B. So I think we're going to see silver perhaps running about 1755, 1760, and then at some point, not exceeding this level, is going to cave into selling pressure, is going to come down and break this low. And that's the moment of truth for this very bullish setup that I've just mentioned. If it is able to come back, it's able to come back and run through the previous high, you know what it is. That's 1, that's 2, that's an A, that's a B, that's a C. It's going up in a third wave, and we are going to have a bull run for several weeks. Very strong bull run. Otherwise, doing anything else, like this for example, and then sinking lower, that is indicative of corrective price action that should last for several weeks. Okay, we are not going to see silver running up very soon. Okay, so that's the situation with silver.